Hello everyone. This is Chi Studio. Nice to meet you. The other day, I returned to Aomori, where I was born and raised, so I'd like to share my experience with you. First, I boarded the Tohoku Shinkansen and headed to Hachinoha Station. After about 3 hours, I arrived at Hachinoha Station. From there, I took another train to Misawa Station. The greenery seen from the train window gives a sense of the arrival of spring. This lush scenery. It's fresh and something you don't often see in the city. We arrived at Misawa Station in about 15 minutes. Here, I was welcomed by my family, and the journey in Aomori begins. After driving for about 2 hours, I arrived at Takayama Inari Shrine in Tsugaru City. Takayama Inari Shrine is a historic shrine located in Tsugaru City, Aomori Prefecture. This shrine enshrines the Inari Okami deity, known as the god of agriculture and business, attracting many believers. Located in a place surrounded by beautiful nature, it offers healing and refreshment to visitors. While the shrine is bustling with visitors throughout the year, autumn is particularly beautiful with its vibrant foliage, attracting many tourists. Takayama Inari Shrine is a sacred place surrounded by a tranquil environment and beautiful nature, where visitors can find solace for both body and mind. The landscape of the 1,000 torii gates is impressive and leaves a strong impression on visitors. Walking through the gates gives a sense of entering a sacred space. This landscape of 1,000 torii gates, combined with the serene atmosphere of the shrine and the beautiful natural surroundings, provides visitors with a sense of peace. It's also popular for photography, attracting many tourists. Next, after about 40 minutes of driving, I arrived at the Iwakiyama Necklace Road. This street, lined with approximately 8,000 cherry blossom trees, is said to be the longest cherry blossom avenue in the world. I visited on April 28th, which is usually the peak season, but this year it had passed its prime, and there were many cherry blossoms already fallen. However, there were still some parts where the cherry blossoms were in full bloom, and it was a hidden gem with few tourists. Then, I went to Hirosaki Castle. While the double-flowered cherry blossoms had reached their peak about a week ago, the peony cherry blossoms were in full bloom. It felt nostalgic to visit this place for the first time in about 5 years. Hirosaki Park is very spacious and ideal for picnics. Currently, Hirosaki Castle is undergoing renovation, and the main keep has been moved to a different location. It's scheduled to be restored by 2025. It quickly became evening. That's it for today. On the second day, I went on a drive to Lake Towada and Oirase stream. Oirase Stream is a scenic spot rich in nature and is the central area of the Oirase Stream National Park. This stream is known for its beautiful scenery throughout the seasons, especially for its stunning autumn foliage, attracting many tourists. During the autumn foliage season, the trees along the stream turn red and yellow, creating a fantastical scenery that harmonizes with the stream. Next, I visited Kabushima. Designated as a national natural monument as a breeding ground for black-tailed gulls, Kabushima is the only place in Japan where you can observe the breeding of black-tailed gulls up close. Originally, it was a completely isolated island, but in 1942, reclamation work was carried out by the former Japanese army, and it became connected to the mainland as it is now. About a 5-minute drive from Kabushima, you can see the Ashigezaki Observatory. It's an observation deck where you can overlook the Pacific Ocean. This was my first time here. Thank you for watching up to this point. This time, I tried to put a cool English narration. Of course, I can't speak English, so I borrowed the power of AI. If you like, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'm also on Instagram and X, so feel free to follow me there too. Well then, let's meet again in the next video. Thank you very much.